every booth here has something, and every funeral director, cemetery, and crematory owner is walking around trying to find the differences. The difference. What are they asking when they come by your booth as a cremation recycler, metal recycler?
They're asking us the sort of layup question, which is what's the difference between you and the other guys?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is.
It's a basic question. So give us, what is the difference between you and everybody else?
So transparency is what I always say. And we actually just created a new handout that's come in handy because we're able to actually showcase what one of our statements looks like compared to what the statements of a lot of our competitors looks like. So, and what we highlight on there is all of the information that we give them and all of the information that's lacking from our competitors.
Yeah.
To us, that's the sort of definition of transparency.
Well, yeah, you're showing apples to apples, but it's not really apples to apples because you do it differently.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, so it's not even so much apples to apples as it is really just showing here's what somebody should be divulging to you, and here's why they aren't, and here's why we choose to do it.
Okay.
And for us, it's because we want to be transparent. We want to give them as much control as possible.
Which is awesome because you've preached transparency. Number one of, I think we're maybe like 25 video interviews in, and
Yep.
It's always about transparency. And we've actually had crematory owners on that don't partner with you, and the challenge has been send us your assay report or send us your numbers,
Yeah.
and then send us a sample, and you'll run it. And they're like, wow, wait a second,
There is a big difference. Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Julie, what are people asking you?
Well, first of all, there are still people that come over and say, "Oh, what are you? What do you do?" Okay, so we explain exactly what they do, and then it all makes sense to them. They might ask something like, "Well, how do you do your settlements? Okay, how are they done?" And there's also where the transparency comes in. And I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. I still go back to the thing of people still asking about what is it that you really do. So.
I love it. So I think your booth next year could just be it could just be clear and just say the most transparent cremation recycling company
Yeah.
on the planet.
On the planet.
On the planet.
Okay. We need to expand to let them know that we're the clearest on the planet.
That's it. On the
I
planet.
gotcha.
Okay, what are crematory operators missing? You and I have done some things over the last year about like when to recycle, how long to hold metals. What is the biggest pain point or thing that they're missing that you wish you could tell them that you don't always get the opportunity to?
So it's the only way that they're ever really going to understand what they're missing is if they actually try us.
Okay.
And it's one thing to explain it to them, and it's another thing to actually show them. And it's the money, the amount of money that they should be getting. Is what we see, and it's not a minimal difference. I mean, we've seen difference in the hundreds of percent. Yeah, so we understand that it's a little bit of a leap of faith, is that they need to actually hear what our sales pitch effectively, and then actually take the chance and give us a shot.
So the challenge that you're laying out, you're throwing down the gauntlet is, if you haven't given us a shot yet.
You really should. If you haven't given cremation recycling a chance yet, you're missing out.